and welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I hope you guys are having a great day. This week for Wisdom Wednesday, I wanted to talk about loving yourself. Now, we all heard people say throughout our lives that you can't love anyone else until you love yourself, which I agree with, but loving yourself is more important than loving someone else, because when you love yourself, no one can define you. No one can tell you who you are, what you stand for, and what is going to make you happy. And with everything I just said, it might sound a little selfish, but it's not. Because you can't rely on other people to make you feel whole. Only you can make yourself whole. And I don't mean as a person, I mean from inside. Making yourself feel whole, meaning you don't need someone to validate you. You can be independent and know that's okay. You don't have to rely on anyone for your confidence, your self-worth, and your self-esteem when you can just love yourself. And I know that can be hard, especially when you have so much negative energy, negative comments, and what we see on social media, which is a lot of times not real. It's just a big filter. We can do a lot of comparison to, oh, I see somebody with a good life, or what I feel somebody has a better life than me. And that can be hard. So when you're trying to love on yourself and give yourself that boost, you can't have those comparisons running through your head. You have to know that you have to stand in your wholeness. You have to stand in your truth in what fulfills you. Whether that's being helpful, being grateful, reading something that inspires you, you need to fill your soul, your heart, and your mind with everything positive and loving and caring, whether you have to tell yourself every time within an hour that you love yourself, you care about yourself, and you're going to put yourself first. Because at the end of the day, the only person that's going to be able to take care of you the way you need to be taken care of, to love you the way you need to be loved, is if you love yourself. Because we can't rely on other people to make us whole. What's going to make you whole in return is going to make you happy. Whether that's being yourself, whether that's having a certain type of job, or being a certain type of person. I'd rather be known as a good person than to be known as a person that had a lot of money, a lot of things that are materialistic. My character is what's important to me, not all the material things that either I can buy myself or somebody can buy me. That's not going to make me happy. That doesn't make me feel whole. Being a light for someone that is in a dark space is more fulfilling to me. when I know I can be a good example and be a good person and be as loving and caring as I possibly can, which some days that can be hard because it's like, okay, you're being loving and caring, but you might not be getting that love and care back. But that shouldn't change me. It should be more about I have to fill myself. Fulfilling myself means whether that's picking up my Bible and reading the Word, whether that's looking myself in the mirror and was like, okay, people may not be loving me the way I want to be loved. May not. So that means for me, put that love into myself, whether that's creating a spa day at home, searching through magazines, putting on some makeup, which can be fun, doing something fun to return that angry and upset feeling that I have because somebody was mean to me or somebody didn't tell me that they loved me. Or they could have just said, I don't like you. But that doesn't mean just because somebody doesn't like me or tell me that they don't love me, that I can't put that love into myself. And sometimes to get what you need when it comes to loving yourself, you have to be selfish. And I don't mean selfish in the sense of I'm never going to do anything for anybody and I'm just going to only worry about myself. I don't mean that. I mean just knowing that if I'm whole and if I'm fulfilling myself and if I'm loving myself, I can put my best version of myself out into the world and still have my inner peace. Because once you don't have that inner peace, you can forget about the love that you are trying to create for yourself. Pouring into yourself allows you to pour into everybody else. And then sometimes you have to realize that there's a lot going on, whether it's professionally, personally, emotionally, physically. And if you're not okay, then find a way or find someone that can help you become okay. Whether that's sitting down and writing how you feel, telling a professional like a therapist, a psychiatrist, or something. But being okay is important. And it's okay to say I'm not okay sometimes. Because nobody's perfect. Nobody has time. But putting yourself first will allow you to love yourself. Loving yourself is important because if you're not happy, how are you going to make those moves in your life to get you to where you want to be if you're not happy? Your self-love depends on your happiness. Not if somebody else can make you happy, but at the end of the day, can you be happy with yourself? If you like the person that you're looking at in the mirror when you look yourself in the face, then you know you can be happy. You know you can be loving on yourself. But if you don't like the person that you are, when you look in the mirror, learn to put that love back into yourself. Invest in yourself. Because at the end of the day, you're not going to hurt yourself. You're not going to be mean to yourself. You are going to be the most kind and most loving to yourself because you know if I don't love myself and I'm not good to myself, how can I be good and loving to anybody else? So it starts with you before it can start with anyone else. And that doesn't make you selfish. That makes you a human being. I have to fulfill my needs before I can fulfill somebody else. I have to be accountable and trusting with myself before I can hold anybody else accountable and put my trust in someone else. I need to put my trust and my love into myself. It starts with you. It's not an easy thing, and it's always going to be a work in progress. You are a work in progress. I am a work in progress. The world is a work in progress. But for me to love myself, I have to be in love with what's reflected back at me to be okay. I have to be in love with my reflection and taking accountability for the things that I want to change or the things that I don't like. And that's okay. But give yourself as much grace and mercy as you can, as God has given you, because He loves you for who you are. So why not love yourself for who you are if somebody like God can love you? So take the love that you feel that might have been taken from you by someone and restore your heart, your mind, your soul, your body, and put it into yourself. Because at the end of the day, if you can't make yourself whole, then you can't rely on someone else to make you whole. Everybody wants companionship, but you have to be a companion to yourself. Because at the end of the day, not everybody can be there every time you want something, need something, or something has to be done. You have to be able to rely on yourself. That's why loving yourself comes first before anybody else. And remember, it doesn't make you selfish. It makes you human. It makes you a better person for the life that you want to live. So I thank you for joining me for this Wisdom Wednesday. And if you would like to give the next Wisdom Wednesday message, all of my social medias and my email is below. And you will get credit for whatever message that you would like to leave. And remember, I am always thinking of you. I am always praying for you. I'm always sending my love. And it's going to be okay. And if nobody told you today that they love you, remember that I love you. And remember that you love yourself. Bye for now.